Philippine forests are on the verge of disappearing rapidly. Our forest lands are being degraded by illegal logging, mining, and unsustainable farming practices, destroying the delicate ecosystems that sustain them. These human activities continue to leave the Philippines vulnerable to disasters, affecting thousands of communities and millions of lives each year.
Tatak pa rin sa isipan ng marami ang tindi ng hagupit ng Bagyong Ondoy.
Bandang alas 4 ng madaling araw, naglandfall ang Bagyong Yolanda.
Sa isa pang typhoon kung kailan pa naman magpapasko.
Apart from the forests in the Philippines, many other major tropical rainforests, like the Amazon, are in critical danger due to deforestation and forest degradation. We need to act now. In 2019, Forest Foundation and Edukasyon.ph teamed up to empower and inspire young Filipinos to become advocates of the forest through the BFF movement. Through the Best Friends of the Forest movement, or BFF movement, the youth were trained in forestry, proposal development, and project management. Dozens of proposals came in, and after a careful review, 3 student-led groups were awarded grants to help them carry out their projects.
We are best friends of the forest!
In the Sierra Madre landscape, the group of Rafaela, Christiana, Cristel, Luella, and Guinevere implemented a project titled STEM for STEM that aims to capacitate and inspire senior high school students in Malolos, Bulacan to take action for the protection and conservation of Sierra Madre.
Made sure to utilize education as a tool to share awareness and also inspire the students to make advocacies for Sierra Madre.
Sierra Madre mountain range is an essential natural barrier that protects Luzon from the devastating effects of super typhoons and storm surges. As Bulacan is one of the 10 provinces that benefit from the protection of the Sierra Madre, the STEM for STEM project aims to educate and empower STEM students to participate in and contribute to the protection and conservation of Sierra Madre.
So if we would see it, especially geographically, ang layo ni Sierra Madre sa Malolos eh. But if you would think about it, and in a science perspective, as an environmental science student, there's a need na malaman ni science students or ni students of Malolos with regards to Sierra Madre, especially since isa kami sa nagiging proponent of the protection na binibigay ni Sierra Madre in terms of environment.
According to a report in 2023, 90% of the forest land in the area has been lost. This is alarming considering the protection that Sierra Madre provides the entirety of Luzon. Through this project, the team hopes to encourage the students to take an active role in protecting and conserving Sierra Madre.
Ang i-highlight namin dito ay, as a student of Malolos, Bulacan, what can I do, what can I contribute for the awareness and the case of Sierra Madre?
With a focus on educating young people, the team recognizes the crucial role that knowledge plays in protecting and conserving Sierra Madre. Kier and Kayla were among the 70 students from Malolos Marine Fishery School and Laboratory who participated in the STEM for STEM program.
Nung narinig ko po na STEM workshop siya, na-intrigue po talaga ako agad kasi I am striving for knowledge.
As an aspiring broadcaster, this experience has sparked their interest in forest conservation, and they plan to utilize their talent in writing to craft articles about their involvement in the program.
Ako naman po, interested po talaga ako sa science and may experience po ako ng journalism po dahil feature writer din po ako dito po sa school namin. And part din po ako ng Ang Sonar, which is, yun po yung newspaper po ng school namin. So, eto pong experience ko na to, na which is nag-enjoy ako, pwede ko po itong sulatan ng article.
After its successful implementation, our best friends of the forest plan to work on sustaining the project for the succeeding years. They hope to scale up the project so they can inspire more young people to advocate for the protection and conservation of Sierra Madre.
Magkaroon ng parang sustainability mechanism in which ang nasisip namin mag-form ng MOA with youth organizations, most especially yung close to us na yung NYSOC.
Personally, I would also want to see hindi na lang sa STEM nakafocus kasi ngayon it's focused on STEM, so academic track. Perhaps you could also look into the opportunity of looking other tracks, like for example, tech book. Meron ding mga probable skills that you can share pagdating sa conservation work na under ng skills naman sa tech book.
The STEM for STEM team has embarked on an innovative approach to forest conservation by recognizing and tapping into the power of environmental education. Through education, students can develop a deeper understanding of how their choices and actions impact our forests, and this would help them discover how they can use their talents, passions, and energies to protect and conserve our forests for future generations. Meanwhile, in the Mindanao landscape, the group of Gemlin, Angela, Annaluz, Shaina, Michael, and Marvin established NaTreNur, a seedling nursery project situated inside their university to propagate seedlings of native trees.
Ang USTP, wala talagang area for students to expand their learning except sa school ay sa classroom lang.
Based in Cagayan de Oro, their nursery will serve not only as a learning hub for students, but also as a local community-based resource for future tree-growing activities.
Dito namin ilalagay lahat ng mga seedlings na i-tree planting. Kasi yung university, they have this advocacy nga mag-tree planting, but wala kaming lalagyan ng mga seedlings. And this steps is a great help para sa university to expand our advocacy to plant a tree.
According to the UPLB Museum of Natural History, there are more than 3,000 native tree species in the Philippines. Unfortunately, many of these species remain unrecognized, underexplored, and underutilized despite their potential benefits. The NaTreNur project aims to promote the use of these native species for forest restoration activities rather than focusing on exotic species.
Ang karamihan din sa generation namin ngayon is hindi nila alam kung ano ang mga native trees sa Philippines. So siguro it is a very good step na ma-introduce namin sa kanila kung gaano ka-importante ang native trees sa ating environment.
The Philippines is hit by an average of 20 typhoons per year due to its location. The likes of Typhoon Ondoy, Yolanda, Odette, Pablo, and Sendong were some of the strongest ones, causing loss of life and property damage. Planting native trees helps mitigate damages caused by extreme weather events, while also being optimal for local ecosystems.
I am a Sendong survivor. Ever since I survived from that storm, from that experience, I've always had the feeling that that it is my personal purpose, and I've had the conviction to do something to prevent another Sendong from happening in my own little ways.
Dito kami nakatira sa loob ng campus. Mga 2011 siguro, kung matandaan ko. May baha dito. Tapos yung ibang mga bahay dito na sisira, naanod ng baha. No? Ang gate ng ating high school sa gilid ng ating eskwelahan nasisira. Pagka rinig ko na mayroon ng project na ito natutuwa kami kasi itong project na to, mag-nursery tayo upang matanim natin sa ating kabundukan at matulungan na hindi masisira ang ating kalikasan.
This nursery project has garnered a lot of interest from the community, leading to many community members expressing their support and offering assistance to ensure the project's sustainability. The project was able to build on the strengths of the community for the collaborative protection and conservation of the forests.
We're so happy and blessed because this project is started just a school and a small project that we didn't vision niya. Lumaki siya ng ganito na naging community na siya na madaming mga green and environmentalist na mga people na they really want to help to grow and to help the greener future of our for our environment.
Mismo si President Kultura nagpunta dyan, tree planting sila doon sa taas. Natuwa siya, sabi niya mas magandang may nursery tayo upang may makukunan tayo ng seeds pag mag-tree planting tayo. Kasi sa ngayon doon naman kami nag-request sa DNR, sa Pinro. O dyan may kukuha ng similya kasi wala pang nursery. So sabi niya mas maganda ditong nandito na sa atin.
The NaTreNur team is taking action to protect and conserve our forests by building a native tree nursery that will be maintained and used by USTP and the surrounding communities.
We are very grateful and it is highly appreciated that NaTreNur has the certain strategy to help the rehabilitation of the environment and the protection of the remaining natural resources.
This effort is not only beneficial for student learning, but it also supports the surrounding communities in the implementation of their tree growing and nurturing activities.
We are best friends of the forest!
Similarly, in the Samar Leyte landscape in Visayas, the Mangrove Action Project, or MAP group of Shayla, Greta, John, Francois, and Moira has provided help to local fisherfolk in their community by protecting and conserving the mangroves in Barugo, Leyte.
Shaila and I are bio students, and for 4 years we have learned topics that focuses on coastal ecosystems, and one of which is the mangrove ecosystem. And since I am from Barugo, I know the importance of the mangrove area here, aside from it being a habitat for many aquatic species. And so I wanted to put attention or focus on protecting the area, as it is one of the site here in Leyte that offers a mangrove vegetation.
And fortunately, nakilala namin yung association, which is the FOD1. And then we talked to them kung ano ang mga concerns nila regarding the area, and we discovered na meron pala silang mangrove nursery area. So from that, na-establish namin yung topics and our proposal for this study.
About an hour away from Tacloban, the coastal municipality of Barugo is a community where the locals rely heavily on fishing as their primary source of livelihood. Despite having a mangrove nursery in place, the mangrove forest has experienced substantial damage due to devastating typhoons and human activities. To improve the nursery's condition, the team is working on the betterment of the FOD1 Association's nursery in Barugo, Leyte through capacity building of the fisherfolk.
Kalipay kami nga.
Training training kami. Ay talagsala kami hito suga dito.
Makatinda rin suga nga
tabutan nga pag-training. Nga mahibaro kami.
Maupay ito na yun kami, natutot doon kami nirahin pag-tiknik kung paano kung nagtatanom. Para alamon din yung mga bakhaw, mga mayati, managko, nga diri yan, nga diri namon baga, so kung ano ito, mga parapan, ano ito, para pangahoy, ginpupretikaran namon.
Na baro kamihan mga kuanan mga mayapi, ang mga bakhaw, sa pagatpat,
pagtatanom, ang distansya.
Pagtatanong liwat, ang distansya, kung ano ka sa tago sa kamitros.
Yan,
Tapos ang pagtanumhan, mayapinganhan, pagkatpat ato haligidhin,
dagat,
dagat nga dinisalog.
paligiran.
Ang pagkatpat ato habot nga hang kalapukan.
For coastal communities like Barugo, mangrove trees are vital coastline protectors, serving as natural barrier between the land and sea. They are crucial for nearby neighborhoods that are at risk of sea level rise and vulnerable to storms.
Experience ko sa dito sa katulad ng Yolanda, ang kuan dinhi nga dire pa na mga mayapi dagko pa nasulod ang mga balod dinhi amon adto dinhi. Kauman natikangan ni namo pag pananom asa nga nanagko yan na di na kami ginaabot iton tubig, baha kaya anin may protektar na kami ng mga mayapi ini nga mga nipa.
In addition to their ability to act as a barrier against strong ocean waves, mangroves are also economically and culturally valuable to fisherfolk. This is exemplified by the establishment of the FOD1 Mangrove Nursery, which operates as an enterprise under the management of the local Fisherfolk Association.
Tinisell po nila yung mga saplings to the LGU or any other interested organizations na magtatanim ng mangrove saplings sa kanilang mga designated sites.
The re-establishment of their nursery is a remarkable initiative that strives to protect and restore the delicate mangrove ecosystem in the municipality.
We are best friends of the forest.
This effort will help mitigate the adverse effects of climate change and promote the welfare of the local community in Barugo. The three groups show how the youth can play an active role in protecting and conserving our forests. They have demonstrated a strong desire and dedication to this cause while also developing innovative approaches and inspiring and educating their peers and other community members. Like our BFFs, you can also become an advocate of the forest.
We are best friends of the forest! We are best friends of the forest!
We are best friends of the forest.